Alrighty, welcome to episode 104 of the Super Chevy Brothers podcast. This is your host Javar with your other host, Mom.
Hi.
How you been, Mom?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So unfortunate news right off the bat.
I know.
No movie section. So
Had a procedure going on.
I mean, what was the last episode? Friday? I mean, that's a couple of days. I'm joking. It is a few days. I'm joking. You couldn't have possibly watched.
People have lives. I have things. I can't just watch movies.
I know.
But I will. I will for the next show.
Of course. What movie are you gonna watch next time?
Idea. There's nothing really great at the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I may do what is it? Women Warriors? Is that what it's called?
Woman King.
Woman King. It was one of those, yeah. May do that one. I just wasn't in a fighting spirit this week. I'll be ready. Yeah.
I get you. What other movies? Black Adam is out next week, week after,
What's
later
that
this.
about?
Black Adam starring The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He's Black Adam. Oh yeah, the superhero thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see that
Okay.
next week.
I think
Thursday
the week after.
release.
Today's October 5th, right?
Right. Does it come out
And-
this Thursday?
No, I think it's like the 21st or something like
We
that.
can't wait that long for a movie.
No,
But I'll
you
definitely
can-
see that one, and I'll have a review.
Yeah, October 21st. Yeah.
Complete with producers, directors, starring The Rock. That's all we need to know. This should be interesting. Kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, I like the character. I like The Rock as The Rock. I don't know if I like him as other things. I like The Rock as The Rock.
I mean, Wrestling Rock?
Yeah, I like The Rock when he's The Rock.
Yeah, because he's just kind of corny. Well, he's kind of corny in everything he does. You know who I really would like to see be a superhero? And, of course, I can't remember his name. The guy who plays in the Fast Car series. What's that, Fast and Furious?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
He literally has. He was a superhero. I think last year, the year
Who
before.
was he?
It's more of a. It's like a Bloodshot, I think. I heard it was an okay movie for a.
Heard of it. But you
I heard it was
know, I don't think they use him enough. I mean, I think he's a real
Bloodshot. Yeah, he was
superhero.
Bloodshot. We
I
can
love
watch.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah, me too. I like Vin Diesel.
I mean, I don't think they gave him his superhero, roles that he deserves. He did okay in the Fast and Furious stuff.
well, you got to realize it's not just giving people roles. Once he did Fast and Furious, and then 2, and then they kept going. There's nothing else he really needs. As far as like, if that's my job, well, I'm gonna do more work, and I can just do the
but
thing. that
Arnie
works.
had a job too, right?
Who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, he didn't. Not like this.
He did.
No,
He did.
Arnold had movies, and he'd do a movie, and then he'd do another movie.
The
and
same
then
series,
they-
though.
What, Terminator?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
he's
then
been in all of them.
he could be other stuff too.
Yeah, but Terminators didn't come out like.
And that's
okay,
my point.
Oh god.
They
okay.
could do the same thing with Vin Diesel. He is a superhero. Did you see him in the movie where he was in the dark? He couldn't see.
Yeah, the Riddick movies. I like those.
I love those
when
Riddick
I watched them
movies.
back then. But listen, okay, it's not the same. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, you have Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. Maybe was the next year or 2 years later or whatever. But even what do we have? 7 Terminator films, 8. They come out like 4 or 5 years apart. Fast and Furious is out like every other year. So if you're doing this, Arnold Schwarzenegger never had that. He never had a every other year movie franchise. He had movies all every other year or whatever, but he never had.
But
that.
he's like a icon
Yeah, that's true.
because of the roles they gave him.
But also, I think
But it
movies.
always comes back to Terminator.
I mean, movies have changed. It's not the '90s. Like we don't. How often do you see big muscle men in in an action.
right?
You don't. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, right.
I mean,
what happened to
you need
that?
to see
But
more.
the culture's different. It's just different. We're not.
No, we still like muscle men.
We do, but not that way. I mean, like
What way?
not like we used to in the 90s. Like people today, a lot of people would see like those big hulking guys. I guess for some people, women, they may be less attractive than they were back then. They're not. It's not the same, especially when you know steroids involved. Steroids changed everything. Steroids are people just don't want small balls. It's true. Too people. Okay, no matter what anyone says, people like to see themselves. Like, of course, you like to see the ideal man and woman, the most beautiful woman, and the ideal guy or whatever. But there's a reason James Bond has been very successful for 50 years, and it's not because he's super muscly or anything. He's idealistic, and also the traits are attainable. But people see that in themselves.
Well, let's just make a Trump hero.
That's why you have your what's the Keanu movie? Where
Matrix.
he shoots no, not that one. The new one.
Doesn't matter. Anything.
No,
he's
but listen,
in.
it's just answer the question.
I don't
that's
know.
What's the new movies he's always in? There's like the fourth one now where his dog died. They killed his dog and he destroys the world.
Preacher.
Preacher, Leecher.
No,
Beecher.
he's not Reacher. It's the
John
other-
Wick.
John Wick. That's him.
It's not even a creature. John Wick. Okay, why is John Wick popular? Because
Because
he's
there's
not.
a lot of people killed and slaughtered.
No. But why is John Wick just regular looking 50-year-old man and not
He is
some?
not a regular looking 50.
Listen,
man.
why is he a regular looking 50-year-old
No.
bum? It's not John Cena in there. Why?
Oh, thank God.
Because-
Fool's not in there.
I think whatever. No matter what people do, value the more realistic part of it, not just the look, but also the acting. Arnold's not the greatest actor.
He sucks.
Sylvester, you can love him, but he's not the greatest actor.
But look what he did. I mean, that's
Yeah,
totally
but-
different.
but I'm
he
saying- I'm
played
saying-
what
I'm
he
saying tastes.
sounded like.
I'm saying tastes have changed. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying those movies aren't fun. I'll watch Demolition Man every day.
Yeah, but tastes haven't changed for most people.
No, tastes
You think
absolutely
so?
have changed.
First of all, James Bond is always a handsome man, even if he's rugged, like the
But
newest
he's not.
one.
But he's not this super muscly guy.
Okay, he didn't have to be muscly, but he's not your ordinary guy. Your ordinary guy can't do what he does or look like he looks.
But I think the
Same with Matrix. Nobody looks like
Okay.
Keanu.
But the James Bond, I don't. The appeal of James Bond is his personality. It's not physical stuff.
Oh yeah,
It has always
a
been.
great personality,
Even if you don't like it, that's why most people like it.
James Bond.
Yeah, that's what people
He's
like
cool,
about James Bond.
yeah. Okay,
And I'm
and
sure.
Keanu, same thing, because he's cool.
Yeah, people like the personality of the guy.
That's
but
what I'm saying about my dude, Vin.
Vin Diesel, what's his personality? The only thing I know about him is he used to
In the
break
Riddick
dance.
thing, cool, so cool.
Okay, breakdancing is cool now.
What?
It's not cool
He didn't
anymore.
breakdance the whole movie?
Yeah, but that's his thing. That's the only thing I know about the guy.
That's too bad.
Besides
you need
driving
to
a
watch
car.
the movies. He's
Okay.
cool. Rock is goofy.
Yeah, sure, The Rock is goofy. He is, but I think that's why people like him. If he's not John Cena.
He's an idiot.
But John Cena's had muscles for years. Why is he popular now?
I
Because his
don't know.
personality.
Is that what that's called?
Yes.
Yeah.
He speaks great Chinese or Mandarin, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, but they're mad at him.
Why?
I don't know.
Because he speaks Chinese?
He said something wrong.
No, he said something about one of the countries China wants to take over is not China, and
Yeah,
then
he
or he
needs to
said
stay
it.
out
He
of
said
that.
it as a separate country. Whatever.
Just be an actor.
Well, he apologized. I mean, he didn't say anything. It wasn't even that. He was like, "We're gonna be in China and Taiwan," and they were like, "What did you say?"
Oh, it was a oof.
Come on, man.
A buffoon oof.
I mean, whatever. He speaks better Chinese than I do. Don't ask me to speak Chinese.
I think he speaks it better than I do too.
Yeah. All right, news. No movies, so. You know, you're out of luck. I had a whole new movie sound for you.
At the end. We'll hear it at the end.
Yeah, we'll hear it later.
Keep moving forward. Forward.
Round one. Fight!
All right. So, number one.
Is that Dave?
Yeah, that's Dave Chappelle. Number one. Go ahead and introduce one. You remember this?
No.
Okay, it's the Overwatch one. You don't remember Overwatch? Okay. All right.
Took away my prop.
See, I literally asked you before this if you needed it.
I do.
And then you're like, no, I don't have notes.
What?
It's all in my brain. And then now you need notes.
Okay.
Overwatch. If you're now
Overwatch
from
2,
from here forward,
phone
you are
requirement.
required to have notes.
I will have
so that you
notes.
can introduce topics.
But now that I know which one, I'm with it.
Okay, tell us about Overwatch 2. Folks.
Okay, there is an issue with two-step authentication. It's not really a problem. It's just that the game is requiring that for Overwatch 2.
Which is just released yesterday.
Just released yesterday, and there's some people crying about it because they have burner phones and prepaid phones, and they're sad, and they're looking down on us. We're just nobodies, and we're being punished for being poor.
Sounds like you're making fun of poor people.
I'm making fun of these gamers that really, come on.
Okay, I'm glad you have the same opinion I do. Because to me, this is like the
It's like,
most.
what a whiny thing.
It's so whiny. So Overwatch 2 just released, and Blizzard, the company over Overwatch 2, it is Blizzard, right? I'm not screwing that up. I hope. Whatever. To play Overwatch 2, you need an account, right?
Right.
I think it's a Blizzard account. If I'm not, yeah, it's a Blizzard account, and of course, these days, almost everything needs two-factor authentication.
Two-factor.
Right. 2FA is what you'll see it abbreviated as. Two-factor authentication. And I guess Blizzard uses probably your password or email, whatever that may be, and your phone number. And they're requesting that you not use a prepaid phone or a VoIP, which is voice over internet protocol. Yeah. Voice over IP. Or a landline or anything like that. They want the number to be, I guess, registered to a person. Right. That's part of authentication.
Which is not a whole lot to ask, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's some crazy thing to ask for.
And I
either.
think security is important.
Yeah, and security. Mom, you really talk. Okay. Let's take a little sidecar here.
Okay.
When people say that people sound like boomers, that's kind of exactly what they're talking about. And I'm just trying to warn you because
Yes.
just discourse is different now. When you say things like, I believe security is important. Now, I think 99.99 million % of people would say, yeah.
Well, I think 99% of the people who play this game would say yeah.
Yeah,
So we're talking about a very small group of people. That's their problem.
No, I don't even think they would say security's not a problem. I'm just saying when you give that idea, kind of give it in a way that's more like it hits.
I'm doing it my way.
I'm just saying. I don't want people to be like okay,
Frank
boomers.
Sinatra,
All right,
my way.
that is boomers too. All right, sorry. Anyway, so, but a lot of people clearly and apparently use prepaid phones, and they use them for their, I guess, Blizzard. And a lot of people are complaining that they're gonna have to. Huh?
Why would you use a prepaid?
Well, as the article says, some people say. Okay, I'm gonna say what the article says, then we'll get to our opinions. The article says, prepaid. don't pay prepaid phone plans like Cricket, Mint Mobile, blah blah blah. They usually cost between $15-$50 a month. A lot of college students use them. A lot of poor people use them. Something like 74 million people use prepaid phones, most of which are burner phones, because that'd be like a quarter of the population, right? That's ridiculous. One guy, Richard, says if you can't pay the monthly, they just shut the phone off instead of hitting your credit or charging you. But with a regular phone plan, of course, they do that.
Let me stop you
Um,
for a second there. Keep that thought. So if you don't pay with a regular phone plan, you think they let you keep your phone on? They shut you off too.
Well, he's saying they shut you off, but then there's no bill because you've prepaid. You've paid for the month. You haven't paid for the next month.
So
There's-
it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
There's no.
You don't
and when
owe
you
them.
and when you come back, you don't owe $200, or you just owe the 50 for the coming month you're paying. Yeah,
I got you.
that's why. Okay.
I was
So
gonna say, everybody turns you off.
one Reddit user says, "I'm ashamed of having a prepaid phone.
Ah.
Blizzard makes me feel like I'm too poor to play the game. I can't believe another guy. I can't believe Blizzard is denying people with prepaid phones access. But in Europe, people's phones apparently work.
Playing the violin for them.
Oh my God, we sound like what do they call them?
Boomers.
Bourgeoisie.
The boomers.
It sounds like a large injustice. Cheap prepaid phones are around 90, or cheap postpaid plans. What? A cheap phone bill is around $90. If you're a prepaid phone owner, you're looking at $50 more a month.
All right.
Okay.
I don't like
What
to
do you think?
advertise for companies, but right now,
Right.
Verizon, $30 a month, new customers. Try it, people.
Yeah, I think the argument that, I love poor people. I love poors and blacks and
Because you're
Native
one of them.
Americans. I love poor people, but listen.
I love you too.
Listen, okay? To say that first of all, I pay $50 for my phone, and it's not a prepaid plan. So, it is possible to get a service there, right? I know region-wise it might be different, but most of these carriers are nationwide, right? So this is affecting
Get a family plan.
well, maybe you can't. Maybe you don't have family, whatever. But I think to say that it's impossible to get a phone plan that's payable is kind of ridiculous because you can.
You can.
I mean, you see it advertised all over the place, right?
Right. You're just raising hands on something that nobody asked the question.
Hmm?
It's
They tried to log in and they couldn't because they have the wrong phone.
tough. Get
Yeah,
a phone.
It is kind of first world problems, right? Yeah. I just think the whininess is a little too much.
It's whiny.
Sure, if you live in a place where the cheapest phone plan you can get with a T-Mobile or Verizon or whatever is $70, and you're paying $15 apparently for your phone, and you don't want to pay more for that, and you can't play Overwatch. Yeah, that sucks, but
Need to get creative. These are really creative people playing
well,
games,
okay.
okay?
I don't think I'm saying this right. That sucks for you. That is got to be less than 1% of the population. Even though they say 74 million
Right.
prepaid phones, people, those are burner phones,
They're
right? For your
burners.
girlfriends, for your second husband, or right? I'm sure it's
Dating
not that many
online.
people who
Yeah.
just rely on it and play Overwatch. The amount of people who just have a prepaid phone and play Overwatch and don't have
Right.
it's
That's
got to be such a
minuscule.
small percent. I think the article. I mean, of course, report on it. I guess, but it's kind of long. It's like such a sad story for what is
Right.
essentially
Right.
a very small percent of the population. With something they could change with,
Yeah.
cancel your Hulu subscription. That just went up to. You see that went up to $15.
Already
Hulu
15.
13. Yeah, you think
Oh.
it's 15 because they've been telling you that
Time
for
to
like 8
cancel.
months. Yeah, right. $3. Talk about being poor.
Yeah.
We sound horrible, you know.
I know, but we love poor black people.
I love poor people. I love black people. I love Native American people. I love white people.
We love all people.
I love all the people.
But we have no sympathy for these burner phones.
I don't like burner phone people. I like burner phone people. It's just it sucks, but
These are like,
it's not the biggest deal.
this isn't like, I think we agree on this one.
All right. Well, we have last week we had the Wild Hearts trailer, number 2.
Round 2. Fight.
Last week we had the Wild Hearts trailer, the new Monster Hunter S game coming out from EA, and today or yesterday or the day before, sometime earlier this week. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, October 5th. So sometime earlier this week, they released about 10 to 15 minutes of gameplay. I think it's 12 minutes of gameplay. Did you take a look?
I did.
Okay.
Looks
What'd you
fun,
think?
Fun.
If you're watching on stream, you can see the video playing.
right.
Once again, remember the show is always live, every time, all the time. Not all the time, but every time. We will. I guess we'll do reruns at some point in the future. But come watch the show live. You can catch us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I don't know why I'm saying this because whoever's watching it,
They're watching it.
Yeah, most people listen. I think we have way more listeners than watchers, but
That's
you can watch
good.
us on everything if
We'll
if
take
if
what
it
we can
exists.
get.
We're on it, except TikTok. TikTok is we might TikTok stream tonight when you game. Mom might play a game tonight.
Yeah, I'm ready. If this didn't go too long.
Yeah, it's going long.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, Wild Heart. So it's on the screen now if you're watching us. This is what we're looking at. What'd you think of it? I know you're gonna say you watch it. You probably watch like a minute and then turn it off. 7 minutes. That's enough.
Yeah. It was exciting and kind of fun. I like when he's running through and all that stuff. And it was kind of like, I felt like I was exercising. Watch him. Boom, 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 boom. He's like running up those stairs. Then he gets to the top and jumps on top of this thing. Here it comes.
Yeah. I like the Monster Hunter parts. I like the monsters are really big. I really like they have this open.
Wait, watch him exercise.
I know, but it's it's audio too, right?
Boom.
And I like you have to find the monsters similar to Monster. I like those things, but I kind of also like the things that are different from regular Monster
I
Hunter.
like that. That's a
Um,
big monster there.
one thing with Monster Hunter, especially World and afterwards, there'd be times where, okay, this is big map. You know the monster's on top of that mountain. To get on top of that mountain, it's kind of hard. Like you have to climb the mountain to get up there, and that's cool. But I like that there are more gizmos and gadgets in here. So he used a zip
He's
line
trying different-
to
yeah,
ride up the
right.
mountain. That's cool. I think I like that a lot more than the trekking and all that. And of course, time's important. This looks a lot more Asian inspired.
How?
The katana, they have katana. The clothing, you have like the rice hat. I don't know what they're called. We say rice hats, right? The farmer hats.
Ooh, look at the
Yeah, it just looks really cool. I like that. Of course, there's multiplayer. And you have kind of like finishing moves. It looks like for the monsters.
And it's a
you
good
fight.
looking game,
Yeah, and it looks
Look
good.
at
I mean,
the
it's not.
water. It looks really good.
Well, if you think that looks good, this is better, right? But I like here we're showing that you hunt other little monsters and get stuff just like Monster Hunter. You get pelts and whatever. I think it's cool. I'm kind of excited for it. I didn't play the newer Monster Hunter. I should. I'm kind of busy studying, but that might change. But this looks cool. It looks like something I can play with my friends. It's 3-player co-op, which is perfect because I only have 2 friends. So perfect for me. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah. I lost my phone. Is it over there? Oh, I've got it. Thanks. Sorry. Did you have any questions or
No. I enjoyed the trailer, and I like how he fights so hard and tries different things. It's just kind of fun to watch. I like the big giant monsters.
Okay, good. Nice. Sweet. Not much to say about
I
that.
might play
And 3 times 1. What is it? 3! Yeah, that's a magic number.
All right, so this one kind of ground my gears. You know what grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears?
Peter Griff. You remember that
Who?
Family Guy? Grind my.
Oh.
Where he had a talk show segment, like, okay, never mind.
Peter.
Okay, so you're new to this gaming sphere, right? I'd say there's most people just like to just play the games, right?
Is that a bad thing or?
No, I think it's a good game. Good thing. But you have sections of the gamer sphere where things like social, mostly 100% social politics plays a huge role. So you have and it's always very far right and very far left stuff. So it's like everything is evil or everything is too gay. Essentially, is what that's where everything goes. It's one way or the other way.
Hey.
And so Polygon put out, and it's an opinion article. It was on the front page, but it is an opinion article.
Right.
About
Very much so.
Yeah, it's about Melania and in general FromSoft women's portrayal. It's called, sorry, clicked the wrong one here. Elden Ring's Melania embodies From Software's problems with women. Essentially, in the article, they go through the Melania fight. They talk about how it highlights her genitals, and how From Software repeatedly makes these women who are quote unquote, well, quote, it says it, afflicted with gender. What does that view?
Like the writer has a problem.
To me, afflicted with gender means like being a woman like Mulan. Wants to fight, can't. Simply because that's afflicted with gender in the story, right?
Yeah, but this woman isn't. She's a beast.
True. It also talks about how other characters like the doll and Maria from Bloodborne are used and abused. One thing they say, their emotions are muted. There's one quote in here I wanted to
There's a couple of really
bring up. Let's see.
I mean, she's like a boss. I mean, whipping everybody and everything. I don't understand. Hey, that's a problem. Does it with good genitalia? Good for her. Right on.
Well, I don't think that's the.
That's not what they're saying?
One thing that's said here. They're afflicted by gender, and the cure, quote unquote, quotation marks, for when they are obstacles instead of mutely helpful, is for the player to enact succinct violence. One thing, now I would say that's true, but it's not, because this article is, I guess, leaning towards it's kind of sexist, right? But that's true, like, of most of the characters in the game. When you come across characters in Souls games, Elden Ring, whatever, those characters either are people that help you or you interact with, and at some point, because of the state of the world, you will kill them.
Right.
Well, that's not right. I mean, that's not like a norm. That's the thing that happens in Souls games.
It's okay though. That's what happens in those games.
Well, it doesn't just happen to women, which is the
Right,
thing
it
you're
just
trying to.
happens.
It's a thing that happens like to most of the characters in the game.
But
And
she's not easy to lay down there.
hey, watch your language. Oh my god, maybe it is sexist. I think to me, I'm not a young woman or anything, but
Or
to
no
me,
one, yeah.
I kind of feel like it's
Gotta hear this.
it's so anti-sexist that it's so sexist, because it's saying that, so this character Melania is very strong. People see her as a bad guy, even though it's not true generally. You fight her and you kill her. It's kind of saying like you can't have a woman in a game just be like a normal character. They have to be.
Normal? Like a male character?
Well, the article to me makes it feel like the game has to go out of its way to treat and show and them as like they're women, instead of just her character could have been a guy and there would be no difference besides no boobs or anything. And I think that's cool. She's just it's not like you marry her or something, or like other
if you
characters.
fight her, yeah.
She's just a character, but it's like you can't do that. You can't just have a character like that. It has to be. She has to be like she can't just be strong. She has to be the strong female thing. And it's like, that kind of sucks, because it doesn't have to be like super feminine. and I think that's their problem. Is that it's like
Whose problem? The writer.
writer.
Okay.
I think that's their problem. They want it to be you help her, she helps
Right.
you, and you get through it, and you don't kill her, and you don't fight, and then she's the good guy and not the bad guy. And like why does that have to
Right.
be? Like it's every black guy in a movie that has to be the bad guy pimp,
Right.
but they can be
Or the first to die.
or the first to die. But also, I don't want you to never have the black guy die first because, like, you're thinking about it. It's kind of
Oh
weird. Like,
no! It leans so heavily to one side. If we had like 1,000 movies where the black guy didn't die, it still would balance out.
nah, but then I know. Because the Kalanick is always like, every time I watch a horror movie, she's like, I wonder if the black guy's going to die. And like 8 out of 10 times, he does first. It's not just die, it's die
He's
first.
always gonna die, but first is the
First.
question.
It's pretty funny. But, it's okay. Like, I don't want him to never die. You just want it to be regular. And I think if you read the comments, no one agrees with this article. Brian, I don't think this is a good take. He writes like 3 pages. And, yeah.
He just wants to be seen.
Ramail says, it's pretty clear to me there's a core of a good article here, aka exploring gender in FromSoft games. Instead, an editorial decision was to make the article as controversial as possible. Another guy says, well, what exactly is a woman anyway?
Oh my gosh! He just wanted to be seen.
Yeah. I just think it's such a stretch, especially in this case, this character. You could have gone with some other.
It is a stretch, and I just think
Right.
this is like, from what I saw, this is just a bad chick. I mean, not even chick. It's just a bad character. She fights. I mean, and fights hard. And it doesn't matter what the. That's okay.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
drew her.
I think they
well,
tried too hard.
And the
and
genitalia thing is just really outrageous.
well, one thing, I think there are some weird things. I wouldn't say problems with the community and how they interact with FromSoft games, especially the women, like all the porn they draw or the whatever. But that's not what the article's about. It's not about that. And even so, that stuff is just weird. I wouldn't say it's like
Well,
bad.
look, the
who's playing
audience
the game.
is
Yeah, exactly. It's mostly guys.
who have
who
no life.
Whoa, hold on. See, now I'm a reluctant member of the gamer community.
Reluctant?
But that is not who everyone is.
It isn't, but sort of.
It's not. All right.
Well, I mean,
But there are. Okay, I'll say this: the hobby can easily attract those types of people.
what type?
Incels, people who are generally
All you gotta do is go to one
what
of these
we would
gaming
call quote unquote
conventions.
loose. No, now not everyone's like the coolest person.
Right.
Like I admit, when I walk in a gaming convention, I feel great because I know
That you're the coolest
I'm the
guy
coolest
there.
guy in the room. I got it. I understand. But that doesn't mean everyone is uncool.
It's kind of like doing things anonymous, People do whatever, say whatever. And, okay, I just think that you have a particular community in gamers, and that's just how it is.
I think it's the I'd say maybe 20 years ago, sure. I'd say today, when you talk about gamers, there's levels to this
There
thing
are.
and different
There are variations.
I think so. Most people my age or younger play games, but not everyone is like drawing porn in their car on the way to go post it on the internet.
But porn is everyday life now.
True, but not everyone is in forums chit-chatting their way about a game. Some people
But
just
they
play
are
games.
about porn. Okay.
No, but not everyone is. Some people just watch it.
Okay.
then
Everyday
they-
life.
Okay, whatever. All right, you going back to that boomer stuff, man.
I'll always be there.
You all, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
I like those rotten wings they talk
I think,
Those are
yeah,
pretty cool.
Melania's cool.
Okay, let's move on. Round 4.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
I keep thinking that's the 5th one, but it's always 4. You want you got this one. Let's go back and forth, okay?
This is about the poker people.
Yeah.
Pro poker, rocked by alleged cheating scandal. Everybody's cheating nowadays, or at least
No,
being
everyone's
accused of
accusing
cheating.
everyone of cheating. Yeah, I wouldn't.
The
say
winner
everyone's
had to
cheating.
repay $269,000 to the loser, and I think they used that word appropriately. What a loser. Okay, so from what I saw in that clip,
Right, you watched the video.
yeah, I'm not a poker player. I'm not a professional. Don't get me wrong. I go to Vegas, I take $200, bam, I'm going to come back home with $200 somehow, some way. But I'm not a $269,000 wager.
You want? Okay, keep the voice down. You're hitting my
Am I too
mic.
loud? I'm so sorry.
Hitting my mic.
I'm trying to emphasize a point.
All right, I'm just gonna turn my mic away because you're.
So my point is this. I couldn't see where his accusation of cheating was verified. I didn't see that.
It's not verified.
I think
so.
I think he just got mad because she beat him.
Okay, no, I don't think that. I think he was being really condescending with the accusation of cheating, and it went so far that maybe he had to back it up because.
But he didn't back it up. How did he prove
No,
it?
I mean he had to like go full in, die on this hill, no
yeah,
matter what.
he
Because
looks like that kind of guy.
well, don't say that. You know.
I saw the video. It's not just from a picture; it's from his reaction.
Yeah, but okay, you're making
I
generalizations.
mean, but his
Anyway,
reaction was
so
rude.
essentially
Speak
during
up.
this hand, the woman had statistically what would be considered a bad hand. She had the lower chance of winning, which that's not the idea, but she had a jack and a 4 of hearts, jack clubs, 4 hearts. On the table there was a 10 of hearts, 10 of club, and 9 club. The other guy, Garrett, had 8 club, 7 club. Robbie, the woman, jack club, 4 hearts. Okay, if you have that hand, I think generally most people who play poker like as a regular thing, and they're looking at the table, instead of meeting the raising, or not meeting the instead of calling the raise, you probably fold because you don't have anything. You don't have anything in your hand, hoping something comes out of the next few cards. There's nothing there, so you would fold. She didn't fold though, and
Bluffing.
you don't. But I guess, but you can't when. Yes, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I would say bluffing is when you have when you're raising, or you're, like calling isn't really bluffing. It's kind of bluffing.
It is
okay.
bluffing because
All right.
otherwise you fold.
Anyway,
And she's saying, I'm still in it.
so the next 2 cards came down. It was a 3 of hearts, and I think a 7 after that. Yeah, it was, but then they redid it because it was bricked. There's nothing, so they redid the last.
He had a
card.
7-8.
No, he had he had a 7-8, right? No, it wasn't a 7. It was
10,
something
10,
else.
9, 3, and 8.
No, the ace was something else first. They flipped the
Oh,
ace
flipped
again.
it.
They did
Okay,
it
I missed
twice,
that part.
and she won because there was nothing on the board, and she had the jack high. Then the guy stares it down, and he's like, "How'd you do that? What are you doing?
Right, rudely.
There's no way
that you could beat me, chick.
Because essentially, not only is he accusing her of cheating, but he's also accusing her of being like a really bad player. Because
Yes.
he's essentially saying only a really bad player would take those odds.
She's so bad, she whipped him.
Sure, but I think it's kind of unsport. I mean, you lost the hand.
Right.
You lost the hand. That's it. I mean,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
he's saying it's impossible for her to have known or whatever without cheating, but she didn't know. I think it could be possible also she's just a bad player,
Right.
but or a risky player or
Risky.
whatever it
For
is.
a bluffer.
But I don't see how there's any cheating involved. And he said, of course, like the chess scandal that's still going on. She's using a vibrating device, and people have been looking at the video, and like her shirt's vibrating, her pants. She's, bouncing a leg up and down or whatever. But
Probably, yeah.
I
People are nervous when they're playing a little bit sometimes, but they want to be careful not to give a tell. I think she bluffed him out, and he's embarrassed.
I don't know if it was even that. I think maybe.
Or maybe
I
she's
think she
really
was just
a
like
bad player. That's why she's at that table with millions of dollars.
Well, I think she was just like, I'll play the hand.
I'll
Let's
play
just
it.
go.
Yeah. Play
And
it out. If I lose,
It's more
I
entertaining.
lose.
It's fun. Yeah, $269,000,
She's a professional,
whatever.
too. Yeah, you gotta take a chance.
But anyway, afterwards, I guess they talked about it, and from her side of the story, she says she was essentially bullied into giving him the money back. He says she voluntarily did it, and because she knew she cheated. It's not, when you watch it, it looks like you probably, bullied her into
Yes, he did.
giving
He's
the
a
money
bully. You
back.
can
I think
tell.
it's pretty silly. If you're gonna make the accusation of cheating, you have to have some kind of,
Right.
especially in a
evidence.
game like this. If it's something like a video game or whatever,
Yeah, a little.
but
yeah.
poker, chess, you gotta have more than some theory of vibrating.
I have a feeling you cheated because I lost my money.
Whatever. Yeah. The only reason we're talking about that because this has been a slow week. So
Cheater's gonna cheat,
yes. Yeah.
and winner's gonna win.
Yeah. Well, one more.
All right.
Ho, ho, ho.
one more.
I've got 5 good reasons for you to shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. So number 5.
That's my favorite.
I think it might be mine now too. I had other ones, but I think I deleted them along the way. Biko would get angry at them. Also, Biko's birthday's coming up soon, October 9th. So make sure to.
Oh
Why,
yeah.
why are you trying to start the 5?
I've
Why?
got happy birthday, pre-happy birthday.
Oh, hey Dan. Thanks for popping in here,
Who's that?
Dan.
Hey, Dad.
Anyway.
Thanks for popping in.
Horizon Zero Dawn came out in 2017, and in 2023 we're looking for the sequel. Forward to the sequel, New Horizons, Horizon the Third, Part 2. But it sounds like rumors say that the original Horizon game, which is now 5 years old, is going to be getting a re-release and remake possibly in the same fashion as Last of Us 2 or Last of Us the First. And a lot of people are angry because this game isn't that old. It just came out last generation. It's 5 years old. People have been playing it for a long time.
So does it like change your stats or something? Why? Are
No.
they so mad?
People just feel like resources from Sony are being funneled to places they shouldn't be. People want new games. They want Bloodborne 2.
Okay.
They want these other things, but they feel like Sony's trying to like remake these old games that
Rather
aren't
than-
that old, don't need to be remade. It just came out.
Right.
In order just to get some extra easy cash, maybe. I think it costs them more than that
But
to make
where
it.
are they
but-
getting this cash from if nobody wants it?
Well, Last of Us, right? Everyone said they didn't want that, but then it sold a lot. The one that just released. I think the Last of Us re-release was justified. At least more. I think it's okay. It's 10 years old. The old one was on PlayStation 3, not
Oh, I
4.
remember
It's
that.
from PlayStation 3. This is PlayStation 5. I think it's cool. Go ahead, redo it. But Horizon, I don't see the point. This is still a rumor that Sony hasn't come out and said anything or anything like that. But I think if it's true, I don't think it's going to be a remake in the same way that Last of Us is, because that was from the ground up redone, right?
So they're just gonna put lipstick on a pig?
No, lipstick on a beautiful woman, just a different lipstick. I guess
With
the new lipstick,
powder. And,
right?
Why
But
gotta be a
I,
woman?
if anything, because the game's, don't
It's a
worry.
beautiful game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think if anything, if it exists, it's probably going to be a $10 upgrade in the same way that Uncharted was. Uncharted came out on PlayStation 4, but when the 5 came out, they released like a collection, which is Uncharted 4 and 4.5 or whatever. And if you paid $10, you could get the upgraded version, which upgraded the graphics to fit PlayStation 5 or
So
whatever.
is that all they're upgrading, like the graphics?
We don't know. Like I said, it's a rumor.
It's a rumor.
And the rumor is that it's a big old remake and re-release. To me, it just doesn't make sense. It makes so little sense that my mind is telling me it can't be that. It has to be a $10 thing, or it doesn't exist. It's just a rumor.
I think it's just a rumor, and they put it out there to see what people really.
It's possible.
Yeah, and then they'll say, "Well, they don't care. Let's move on."
It's possible. I wouldn't put out the $10 thing, the upgrade thing. I
When does
I
the new
just
game due?
think February.
Well, no.
Yeah. Well, I think what they'll do is they'll release this a month or two,
That's what I mean.
or with it,
Yeah, we'll know.
you can get a double pack or something. Who knows? But
We'll just have to revisit this one. February is a big month.
yeah. Oh, hey, Keyless. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Keyless.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it'd be a bad idea to do, especially when people will give you their left nut and kidney, because I would. Maybe the right one. And kidney
Let's not go there.
for Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2?
Yeah, people would do anything for Bloodborne 2. I mean, we've been waiting for this game for so long. Put
So
resources
you're
into
saying,
that.
why are you doing this when you could make a Bloodborne 2?
Not just a Bloodborne 2, there's tons. I mean,
Oh,
Sony
so
right
many
now
other
is
things.
kind of on top of the pile.
Yeah.
I mean, and
But
yeah, they're
apparently
putting
they're
out.
doing something if they keep considering remakes. And
But people want one great thing that I really enjoyed with PlayStation 4 as opposed to the 3 is that you did get lots of these exclusive, like, new PlayStation franchises, even if all of them didn't do great. Like PlayStation 3, you didn't get that many. Infamous kind of died with the last one game. We haven't seen that come back, but we got Horizon, we got Bloodborne,
Right.
we got Days Gone. Even though people say that's dead, I think it's going to come back. We got a lot of good franchises with the 4. Now we want to see new stuff with the 5 or continue those 4 franchises, right? I mean, even God of War kind of got a resurgence as a
right.
new type of thing. I just think it would be such a waste. Yeah, right? Bloodborne 2, left nut, no problem, for sure. I just think it'd be such a waste to not go with either something new or do what you do well. Dark Souls re-release, great idea, because so many people, or Demon Souls, had not touched it. So many people
The
wanted
dark or
it.
demon?
Demons Souls. So I don't know. I think that was a bad idea. If this happens, it's a bad idea. It's been corroborated by 3 or 4 places, but like you said, it could be just like a fishing technique. See what we can
See
get.
what you
Yeah.
really think
We'll
they
see.
know now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Anything else you had with this one or any other news?
Nope, not that one.
All right.
I'm just really stuck on the hand,
Watch out! You made your Dartmouth isn't showing that you wanted to.
I
Okay,
didn't
there
want to
you
show
go.
it that much.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So we got a good week coming up. We're gonna get ready for next week, and
not just that. I mean, you're gonna play games today, right?
yeah. I mean, this didn't go too long, so I'm ready to play.
All right. So what we'll do is, I think we'll restart the stream so we can start fresh. I'll set up a game. We got a couple to choose from. I picked things that you can first learn from and like take what you've learned and moved on. Okay. Most of them are walking simulator issues. They're all either horror tinted, like tilted, or very neutral.
Did you say horror?
Horror.
Okay.
Yeah. Not horror. These
I was like, I don't want to play those.
We have those too, but they're only in VR.
No,
so-
thank you.
So we'll play something. I'll let you take a look at a few, and you choose which one you want to do.
Okay.
These should hopefully help you learn that left is to move and right is your vision. These are all first-person games. Okay, but they're all simple. And if you want to get heavier, I have heavier to do. Okay.
All right.
So let's show.
Thank you.
I would have played PT, but the PlayStation 4 isn't hooked up in here. It's in the other room. But we could do PT though.
Okay, let's figure it out.
Oh, I might just move it.
staying here all
I might
night.
move it.
I have work
closer.
tomorrow.
Okay, sure, whatever. No problem. All right, thanks for listening to the show, guys. It's been episode 104, October Physis. Remember, you can catch us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. That's we're on all of them. We have a Discord too. You can come to. I know my camera stopped working. Don't worry about that.
Mine too, or just yours?
Just mine.
Oh, it's a good freeze frame though.
Not really.
Yeah, like you look like Biko a little bit on that one.
Not really. Not a really great one.
I didn't stop.
But we'll be back. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. Join the Discord. We're gonna start streaming live in there too, so you can come in and chat and have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you actually in a few minutes. I'd say like 20 minutes. We'll be back, and Mom will be on playing some games. I'll be watching her and yelling at her, of course, like sons do. Thanks for listening to the show. Talk to you next time. Man, I gotta remember to hit record.